What is up, everybody? We got another tier list today. My name is Wes. This is Topshelfers, and we're going to be ranking 90 movies from the 90s, from worst to best. This is going to take some time, so strap in, get a drink, get a snack. We're going to get going. I'm going to start blowing through some quick stuff here, things that I either don't know what it is based off of just the box art or the cover art, and then also some just hot takes of stuff that I don't like. So I don't remember what this is. That, and if you do know, let me know, and maybe I'll figure out where I would end up putting them in the long run. Hard take, but I didn't ever like George of the Jungle. Sorry. Wild America was overrated. Ever After, not a fan. Let's see. We just got to get all the good stuff. I don't think I know what this is off the top of my head. Cruel Intentions. Never a big Muppets fan, but we're going to let it slide for now. That's going to be fun to talk about because I'm sure I'm going to catch some heat there. Never Been Kissed is dog water. Never watched this. I think it says Harriet the Spy, Harriet. I don't know, some spy. Looks like a Nickelodeon movie. She's All That. Dog water. I never watched this. Ensigned Man. The Craft is not great. Not a big fan of Hook either, but 10 Things I Hate About You, garbage. Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest is like, for me, it's like Mystery Men, if you guys know what Mystery Men is. I feel like if you didn't watch it as a kid, it's impossible to go back and like it. I had so many people tell me, like, you need to watch Mystery Men, I went and watched it, and I hated every single minute of that movie. And same with Galaxy Quest. I thought it was horrible. So, there's the bottom. Out of the way quick. 84, 83, 82, 81. Perfect. Alright, so let's start doing some hot takes of things that just aren't going to make the cut. SLC Punk, I love. I'm from Salt Lake City, so that kind of has a pretty, what's the word? Gives me a lot of nostalgia from what Salt Lake used to be. We're going to throw Parent Trap up here. Not bad, but just not really for me. Love Little Rascals. Clerks is great. Big Giants or Little Giants, the football movie. We'll put the Muppets. Again, not that the Muppets are bad, right? I think some of the Muppet stuff is funny. Just not really for me, you know? Batman and Robin, not great. Never a big fan. Matilda's fucking great, though. Who doesn't love Matilda? Wedding Singer is amazing. The Secret Garden, not really for me. Was never a big fan. From Dusk Till Dawn's awesome. Waterworld, eh. I actually don't know what this one is. I didn't see this. We're going to put that down here in the non-scene section. I guess we'll move Wild America up. All right, so now we just need to start doing some hot takes, and I'll give you guys my first big hot take. I really dislike Mars Attacks. Everything about it, I should love it. Semi-horror, semi-comedy, weird, unusual. I think that's a, what's his butt? Nightmare Before Christmas guy. I just hate it. I think it's so dumb. I can't get into it. I don't know. It's weird. I like almost all of his other stuff, but Mars Attacks really is a miss for me. We're also going to put Hook. I know. Hook is one of those ones that people really hold near and dear to their heart. I don't like it at all. I really don't. What other hot takes can we get out of the way right now? Demolition Man, Something About Mary is okay. It's kind of funny, but I don't think it really holds up. Not a big fan of Demolition Man either. I mean, I like it, right? I think from, like, I don't know. Maybe not yet. Most of these movies I'm not a big fan of. Probably starting from Something About Mary and on are decent movies, right? We'll put Cruel Intentions. And then now we're kind of in a spot where there's just a lot of good stuff that we just have to work out. I think we'll probably put The Three Musketeers here. I know it's low, but like we gotta. I mean, look at its competition now. We'll put Dazed and Confused. Oh, I saw one that I was going to be a hot take. Flintstones, not that good. Didn't like it. Waterworld is decent, but not a huge fan of it. Let's see. I mean, From Dusk Till Dawn, I don't know if I can put it there yet. I'll probably end up putting like Little Giants. Even though it's good, it's not like compared to what else is on here. We'll get Casper out there. Casper's okay, but I'm not running to watch Casper again, you know. We're gonna have another hot take here pretty soon that I know a lot of people are gonna be really disappointed with. And I'm sorry, I'm just going through here to make sure that I am okay doing it now. Let's see. Yeah. We got to talk about that soon. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we can do it now. Mrs. Doubtfire. Pretty low on my list. It's funny. It really is. It's got a lot of good things about it. Obviously, Robin Williams, one of the GOATs, but I just don't ever, there's never a point in my day where I'm like, man, remember Mrs. Doubtfire? I feel like when that movie was super relevant for me, I was watching other stuff like Austin Powers, Office Space, Mask, like, there was just so much other more funny stuff. Wayne's World, Wedding Singer, Dumb and Dumber, Billy Madison, Tommy Boy, Happy Gilmore, American Pie. Like, there was just so much better stuff out there. All right, so we're in our top 60 now. Let's take a look. What should be in the top 60? I think this is probably a place where we can start putting, like, The Mummy, American Pie, maybe a Dusk Till Dawn, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Boondock Saints. Okay, so here's the thing about Boondock Saints is maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I was working with this guy and he's all like, we were talking about movies and he's like, one of my favorite movies from the 90s is Boondock Saints. And I looked at him like, what's Boondock Saints? And he looked at me like I just offended his whole entire family, his whole entire friend group, his whole entire life by saying, I don't know what Boondock Saints was. And he's like, I'm going to get you the movie. Just watch it. I'm like, okay. Next day he brings in the movie and I go home and I put it in and I watch it and I didn't care for it. I really didn't. I didn't think it was worth all of the hype that he explained to me. So then I started talking to some of my other friends and I was like, you guys ever watch Boondock Saints? And everyone's like, oh, I fucking love that movie. And I was like, really? And they're like, oh yeah, it's great. And I was like, okay, maybe I just was distracted, maybe I was doing something else. Let me watch it again. And I watched it again and I'm like, I don't understand why people really like that movie. It's fun, I guess. It's action, but I think I just miss it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to go in like expecting something different. I just don't really care for it. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so Robin Hood Men in Tights. We'll do stuff like maybe we get the little rascals up there right now. Where are they at? Where are those little rascals at? Little rascals. Probably put that actually lower. The Mummy, I might have to move the money. And Robin, honestly, like I'm kind of mad about this little section right here. I gotta really make sure that that's what I'm gonna do because those are some good ass movies. Sandlot's got to stay. Boys in the Hood, Fifth Element. Like we're gonna get really. This is gonna get really really tough. Probably about now because we're talking heavy hitters here. Heavy hitters here. We might honestly, we might have to start. We're gonna drop Space Jam, even though for me Space Jam holds like a huge part of my childhood. That was one of those movies that I had on repeat. I had the Space Jam jersey. I had the Space Jam basketball. I had the Space Jam poster. I had all the fucking toys and shit from Space Jam when I was growing up. Like, I fucking love Space Jam. Not a great revisit. Still really funny. Still really good. But compared to some of these other ones you revisit, just not, doesn't hold up as much, sadly. The Mummy, though, surprisingly does. American Pie, if you're anywhere, I'm a 90s kid, born in 94, so I was like the mid 90s, but American Pie is so good. The music from American Pie is top tier too. Let's see. I kind of want to throw Blair Witch out right now. Oh, Edward Scissorhands can definitely go like here. That's the other one. Mars Attack and Edward Scissorhands are my two of my least favorite ones from him, but people love them. I don't know. Let's see here. Is there anything else right in this area that... Oh yeah, sorry. I also have allergies really bad today, so I've even taken my allergy meds like 2 hours ago, and they still haven't kicked in. Let's see. I need two more in the 51 to 60 range. Maybe Natural Born Killers. Again, like just because it's here doesn't mean this is a bad movie. I would say everything from like Little Rascals and up is like a 7.5 or higher, or 7, maybe a 7 or higher in my head. And then some of these, like Happy Gilmore, might be a lower ranked movie, but it just has more significant value for me. Man, this is tough because now I'm thinking like, do I value American Pie more than Austin Powers? Let's put... Let's put Blair Witch. We'll put Blair Witch to round that one up. We're going to put Home Alone here. Probably a little lower than people would expect, but I don't know. For Christmas movies, I'm a Christmas Vacation guy. And then an Elf, and then Home Alone. Okay. See, now we're really in the thick of it, boys. So I got to start thinking like Sandlot, Mask, maybe Fear and Loathing. Shit. Jerry Maguire. This is a good spot for Jerry Maguire. I have such a weird relationship with Point Break too. Because Point Break was one of those movies where Point Break's fucking awesome, but it was a beloved movie by my parents, and they quoted it so much that I hated it. I did revisit it, and it is a really good and fun movie, though. I think now is probably where I would drop like Matilda, somewhere around there. I think probably Clerks should be somewhere around here. First Clerks is phenomenal, but probably drop it somewhere around there. Man, this is tough. Let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and put The Sixth Sense here. That might be a shocker for a lot of people, but the weird thing about this about Sixth Sense is it is such a good movie the first time you watch it, but it is very not like, and I think that's by design, but like the second or third rewatch, it's just not really there. I think the second rewatch is exciting because you're like, oh, this whole time, but then you're like, oh well, there's no real payoffs anymore. I think maybe now for me we're gonna drop probably Half Baked. I love Half Baked. I love Chappelle. Just as like compared to some of the other comedies that are still here, I think that's probably where it needs to go. And then I think we'll double down here and do our um, Austin Powers 1 and Austin Powers. I actually like the second one better. We'll put Austin Powers 2 in the top 40. And then we got to do some hot takes. I think I'm going to put Independence Day here. I think I'm going to drop Titanic here. I'm sure Titanic could be in a lot of people's top 10, but for me, it's just not going to be. We might drop some more comedy ones. We'll do like Billy Madison. Get Happy Gilmore on there. I do like Happy Gilmore more than Billy Madison. I think that's a hot take for a lot of people. I think I'll put Wayne's World actually below those for comedy. I actually might drop Wayne's World down. I really like Wayne's World, but just thinking about it, I think I like these movies more. Now would probably be a good time for SLC Punk. Groundhog Day is probably somewhere around here for me. I know this has been a controversial take on a lot of my videos that people have issues with, but this is probably where I'll put Eyes Wide Shut. Oh man, we got some heavy hitters coming up here, and I just don't. I'm trying to work it out in my head. Even right now, I don't know what I'm going to put on this section. Maybe. Shoot. I think I'm going to put The Wedding Singer here. Wedding Singer is actually going to drop to here. All right, top 30. I think we're going to start off with Stargate. Actually, no. Interview the Vampire. I like Stargate better. Put Starship Troopers somewhere on this level. Probably have Tommy Boy and Dumber and Dumber on this level. Jurassic Park, probably somewhere on this level. Point Break, probably somewhere on this level. Boogie Nights, somewhere on this level. Shoot. I don't think I want to put Office Space or Friday yet. I'm sure those two are big blaring ones for a lot of people, but those are two of my most quoted movies of all time, just in my personal life. They're so good. Maybe Big Lebowski on this level somewhere. We're gonna have a lot of work to do right here trying to organize this. And I don't even know if it's gonna be right. I gotta start dropping some of the big ones though. Maybe it is time to drop Friday. Friday will definitely be like right there. But what about the rest of this? I think Jurassic Park is there. I think Tommy Boy's there. Starship Troopers, Point Break, Big Lebowski, Dumb and Dumber, Boogie Nights, Stargate, Interview with the Vampire. Okay, yeah, kind of okay with that. All right, so now we're separating our top 10 and our top 20. So Office Space isn't in my top 10. I don't think Silence of the Lambs is. Men in Black definitely isn't. I'm torn on those two, maybe. I don't think Scream's going to be in it. I don't think Truman Show's going to be in it. I do like Truman Show a lot, but I don't think it's in my top 10. So I need 5 more out of my top 10. Shit. I think Reservoir Dogs and Fargo will be out of my top 10. And then this is where we're just really, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Goodfellas out of the top 10. I need 2 more. Oh my god. Matrix is for sure. Boys in the Hood, maybe. Fifth Element, maybe. Forrest Gump, yeah. Fight Club, probably. Good Will Hunting, yeah. Saving Private Ryan, yeah. T2 for sure. Pulp for sure. Shawshank, yeah. Goodwill and 7, yeah. So it's between these 3 out of the top 10. And I need 2 of them out of it, which is tough. I think, strangely enough, it's going to be Fight Club out. Oh, Fifth Element or Boys in the Hood? A question I never thought I would ask myself. Shoot. It's a coin flip. In my head, I'm like, Boys in the Hood is obviously a more impactful movie. Fifth Element is just fun sci-fi. I rewatched both of them recently. They both still hold up. They both are quotable. I think I'm going to take Fifth Element out of the top 10, which is crazy. This whole section is crazy. So we'll put Office Space here. I mean, I think that's just how I would have it. Maybe Men in Black there. Okay, well, here's our top 10. Obviously, Boys in the Hood is going to be at 10 since we were deciding which one of those. And then now we got to figure out this. I think, for me, Pulp Fiction is going to be 9. And then, shoot, Forrest Gump at 8. Man. Oh, there's 2 Good Will Huntings. Oh. Okay. Man, they fucked up my whole entire list because of that. Okay, so we're just going to put our extra Good Will Hunting here, and I guess we'll just slide everything up. Honestly, that kind of changes a lot, and in a good way. Friday in my top 20 now. And Fifth Element gets to be in my top 10. Okay, well, you know what? You know what they say. My mom said, wait for good things, and then here I am with banana bread at work, dog. Hell yeah. So, tough. This is very tough. So I want to talk through it. The Matrix, it's The Matrix. The first time you watch that movie, even still now, you're like, oh my God, are we in a simulation? Saving Private Ryan depicts one of the greatest war scenes of all time. Terminator 2 is just probably some of the best sci-fi you'll ever see. Shawshank Redemption is Shawshank Redemption. I mean, maybe one of the best movies ever made. Good Will Hunting is so impactful, so emotional, so raw. And Seven is top 5 best crime movies ever, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we'll put Good Will Hunting at 6. We'll put 7 at 5. We'll put T2 at 4. We're going to put The Matrix at 3. We're going to put Saving Private Ryan at 2. And we're going to put Shawshank Redemption at number 1. So, ranking 90 movies from the 90s, ultimate tier list from worst to best. My top 10, coming in at number 10, controversial take over Fight Club, is going to be Fifth Element. Number 9 is going to be Boys in the Hood. Number 8 is Pulp Fiction. Number 7 is Forrest Gump. Number 6 is Good Will Hunting. Number 5 is Seven. Number 4 is Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Number 3 is The Matrix. Number 2 is Saving Private Ryan. And number 1 is Shawshank Redemption. Now, I just want to point out one major thing about this, and I say this about a lot of the lists. Honestly, from Fifth Element, maybe even Boys in the Hood, to about American Pie, maybe even The Mummy, these could all be arranged differently. Honestly, like it really could be. It's such a tough list with so many good movies on here. Even my 11 through 20, and I'm like, damn, dude, is Jurassic Park really out of my top 20? Do I really like Jurassic Park less than Friday? Maybe not. Probably not. Honestly, like I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, no, there's no way. Jurassic Park's way better. And I'm like, Office Space probably could be shifted there. I mean, do I really have Jurassic Park lower than Scream? Like things like that. Like I could sit here and nitpick my own self about, like, is Stargate really worse than Dumb and Dumber? Do I like Interview with the Vampire more than Eyes Wide Shut? So like I could do that. Groundhog Day and not in the top 30. I want to make these tier lists not 2 hours long, because I could sit here and really nitpick every little thing about these movies and do that, but I don't think that's going to be as ingestible to watch. So anyways, let's look at the community rank, if there is one, see if there's any just things that were going to fucking irritate me. Okay, let's look at this, guys. All right, so this is in... He just ranks in 4 different things. So his top of the line, he has The Craft. That's crazy. Insane Man is crazy. Yeah, this guy's got some interesting takes. Would rewatch. Okay, in his section, Tommy Boy, Boogie Nights, Austin Power, Matilda, Good Will Hunting, Jerry Maguire, American Pie, SLC Punk, Titanic. Crazy takes. Crazy. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this with me, or doing this. Let me know what your top 10 is. If you agree or disagree with anything heavy on this list, let me know and we could talk about it. Make sure to subscribe. At 1,000, we're doing a big giveaway. It's going to be worth it, I promise. And let me know if you have any suggestions for what you want to see next. I got a pretty long list again of ideas, but if there's anything that anybody wants to do or wants me to rank, let me know. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.